Welcome to the verse.
What is up, guys? Welcome to the Verse Crypto channel, the most savage sharing crypto channel out there. My name's Chaos Chris, and I'll be your host today. For wrapping this video, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on bell notifications so we'll keep you guys up to date with the latest, greatest news and information in this space. With that being said, let's hop right in this video. As always, we got another awesome video for all you degenerates out there today. I'm really talking about this really cool altcoin named Texan, which will be launching on our favorite layer 1 blockchain, the Pulsechain. So today, I'll give you guys a quick breakdown what this project is, and also give you guys our overall thoughts on whether or not this project will be sustainable long term. Keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for entertainment and education purposes only. So with that being said, let's take a look at this project. So if you guys want to check out Texas Token, go to texan.cc. It brings up this really cool UI, and to kind of just break it down, I mean, it's a token based off of Texas, but they just put Texan on it. And at first, when I reviewed this project, I thought it was a scam. But when you kind of look into the layers of it and really break it down, look at the coding and the tokenomics, there is some potential behind this project. So I'm going to get into that a little bit later. So the Texan token is a new crypto endowment token, which stands as a financial symbol of independence and self-determination, launching on the Pulsechain. Give you an idea, Texas has a very rich history. They used to be, well, they're called a Lone Star State. They used to be their own country, and then they came over to the U.S. because they owed a lot of money, and the U.S. was going to cover their debt, and then that's how Texas became part of the United States. Really cool history lesson, but that's the marketing scheme behind this project, is that they're using the whole idea of Texas, freedom, independence, putting into the marketing scheme and using it as a way to click on in the crypto community. Also, another thing I want to point out, Texas has a lot of Bitcoin miners and a lot of crypto guys. It's starting to become one of the biggest crypto hubs in the world, if not probably the biggest in the US. So definitely awesome marketing scheme. I love how they have that set up. And they're also launching the Pulsechain, which is a fork of the Ethereum blockchain. And it kind of gives you that idea of independence, because a lot of people, a lot of projects, a lot of people are probably going to move from Ethereum to Pulsechain, declaring their overall independence. Now, scrolling down, this project is basically an endowment, and an endowment is structured for managing, in many cases, indefinitely perpetuating a pool of financial investments for a specific purpose according to the will of its founders and or donors. Endowments are very big in our society. There's endowments for cancer research. There's endowments for helping out people that are disabled, wounded warriors. All sorts of types of these things already exist. And so what Texan is doing is they're kind of implementing an endowment just for the blockchain. And as I've said before, every aspect of our lives is going to be on a blockchain sooner or later. It's kind of like a huge tsunami. It's going to come in and flood everywhere. And that's how this cryptocurrency blockchain technology is functioning right now. And endowments, another industry that everyone should keep their eyes on, especially in the crypto space. So kind of breaking down what this token is. So you have the native Texan token, and you can go in, purchase this token, and you have the option to stake it, where you're going to get a base rate of 5% annually, and you can reach a maximum annual average of 87% if you choose to stake it for the maximum of 22 years. It's using the same concept behind Hex. Longer pays better. If you take this token and keep staking it, you're going to earn more interest. Typically, when you're earning more interest, less people want to sell. They want to keep their tokens locked up. They want to keep earning more and more tokens. And so I call it Hex Tokenomics. It's basically the same concept with the Texan token. They want to keep pushing up the price, incentivize more people to hold this token rather than dump it. And so that psychology creates an anti-dump mechanism. Now, coming down here with the tokenomics, it gives you an idea of the interest rate. Of course, it's only going to be launching the Pulsechain, could go multi-chain, not really sure. The total supply is going to be 100 trillion, which if I believe, 100 trillion. And then there's a deflationary mechanism behind this token. So it is a time lock stake. And if you want to end your stake a little bit early, you are going to have a penalty. And typically that penalty is based off of how long you stake that token. And kind of like a rule of thumb is if you've been staking this token for 50% of the time link, so let's say 2 years, and you have it for a year, in the stake, 50% of those rewards will go to you, and the other 50% will automatically be forfeited. On the Hex system, it's redistributed to all the other stakers. On the Texan system, it's going to be burnt. So it's going to induce a deflationary mechanism. Now, one thing I will say is all the inflation for this token occurs in the beginning. So it's going to be capped at 100 trillion. As to how these tokens are going to be paid out in the stake, we'll have to get into that a little bit more. So 90% of it is going to be 100 trillion tokens, and then 3% is going to supply for donors, partners, and team. It's great to always have some sort of marketing budget. From my experience, after reviewing so many of these projects, 3% is kind of on the low end, but still something. So that's also kind of a little bit of a red flag, but it's not like a huge deal. Just want to point that out. There's no admin keys, so it's immutable. And the code has been audited by Certec. If you go down here to audit, it'll bring up the Certec, and you can check out the audit. I read through the audit. There's a few things that were flagged, but they went back and corrected that. Now, if you guys want, you can come up to the white paper right here and check out the white paper. And then they have the tokenomics, which is just another outline on the page. And so that's kind of a quick outline for the project. And then under about, they have the white paper, the audit, the donate. There's a referral program. I'm not going to really cover referral programs or sacrifices. You never know with these projects. Now, my overall thoughts of this project: it's easy, simple to understand. It has a very similar store value use case as Hex and a lot of these other tokens that have done well. So there's potential that a lot of people click to it. It's using the Texan brand to really promote this project. And there's a good possibility that, it can become some sort of meme coin. It could go trending on Twitter. People in Texas are like, wow, there's a Texan token. And they're probably going to have this idea to create one, but there's already one that exists. And so a lot of people are going to click to this project right away. Now, some things that I'm very concerned about. Number one, there's a huge token supply. $100 trillion token supply is very, very massive. So we're going to be looking at one of these coins being like 0.00001. It's going to be a lot of zeros in front. Now, the other thing is I couldn't really find how they're going to pay out this interest. They say that it's a deflationary mechanism, but they're also going to pay you interest on your stake. So this is one thing I'm very concerned about. It could be either we take these tokens, lock it up into a stake, and because it's locked up into a stake, more of these tokens are removed from Pulsechain, and the interest is just going to get paid out to you, and people aren't going to sell the interest, or they're banking on the fact that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to emergency in stake. It's going to burn a bunch of these tokens. I'm not really sure. So that's something that hopefully we can interview the team or the project and have them clearly explain it to us. But that's probably my biggest red flag. But overall, I love the marketing scheme. They got a great group behind this project, and they've been audited, and they're getting ready for the Pulsechain launch. So it's definitely something you don't want to sleep on. And keep in mind, they have a donation phase, which is like a sacrifice. Now, you don't have to if you want to get into this token right away, check it out. I don't cover them, but you can also wait on the sidelines when it comes to these sacrifices or these initial coin offerings and just see what happens with the project and then hop in later. You're not going to miss out on anything. You might not get the token at a lower price, but also there's going to be a chance that a lot of these coins are going to be rug pulls. So as I've said on multiple projects, there's nothing wrong with sitting on the sideline and just watching and seeing what happens. So that's it for the video, guys. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about Texan Token, and also let us know if you have any questions or whatnot. And before I wrap this video up, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on bell notifications so we keep you guys updated with the latest, greatest news and information in the space. My name's Chaos Chris. I love every single one of you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.